So this last story that I'm going to do is also about laughter. The woman in this story understands the importance of it. And hopefully, or maybe not hopefully, you can relate. It's called Oop. It was the beginning of March. She'd already been on 20 dates with 20 different men for the year. Most of them were really nice guys, but she still didn't answer her phone when they called to make plans for a second date. Her issue with all 20 men was the same. None of them made her laugh. You know, really laugh. Look, some of them were so boring they almost made her cry. She would just sit through dinner and just think about the 2 hours of her life she would never get back. The guys always enjoyed themselves, though. Told her they'd had a great time, they'd like to call and maybe do it again sometime. Well, she didn't do it again with any of them, because she believed that polite giggles had no place in a relationship, so she was going to hold out for the man who'd make her clutch her sides and gasp for air. So it's the beginning of March, and she had 3 dates planned that week. The first and second date went the way of all the others. 5 minutes in, she hit autopilot and zoned out. Sure, she asked the standard first date questions, and she even pretended to listen as they gave their carefully considered answers, but she wasn't really there. In her mind, she was at yet another funeral for her precious time. Both men had a great time, though. Both men called. Both men went straight to voicemail. But the third date was different. While they were choosing their starters, he told her a story that made her laugh. A real laugh. A laugh that surprised her. Then she told him a story that his story reminded her of, and he laughed. A laugh that made her laugh even more. Well, they laughed all through dinner, laughed so much it took them 2 hours to finish their main course, laughed so much the waiter didn't bring them the dessert menu. No, just the bill. As he walked her to the bus stop, he told her that, he'd had a really good time and asked if maybe he could call and they could do it again. She was like, yes. She meant yes. As her bus came into view, he wrapped his arms around her, giving her the warmest of hugs. And then he said something so funny, so hilarious, so outrageous that she shouted a cackle at the top of her lungs before falling into this fit of silent laughter shakes that had her so weak she only remained upright because he was still holding on to her. And then, without warning, she farted. Loudly enough for him to hear that she had followed through. Well, they stopped laughing. He let go of her, took a step back. She limped over to the bus. She got on the bus. She didn't take a seat. She didn't wave goodbye. And he didn't call. Thank you so much, London Liming. I'm de-stressed. I feel amazing. Thank you. Enjoy the rest of your evening.